Welcome to another episode of You Suck. I'm your host, VladV.
I'm Joey. Why are we doing this quietly?
Well, I was trying to be a little bit more conservative, a little bit more well behaved than we were on the last review.
I don't care. I will leap out of a dead slumber to bust on Greta Van Fleet.
Wow, that was such dog shit.
It was bad.
Yeah. Let's spend the next 15 minutes going over some more hate for that last review.
There's no fucking way that LA Guns is not going to be better than Greta Van Fleet.
There's no way. I already give it, compared to Greta Van Fleet, who I believe got the very first 20 on the suck meter, on the 1 to 10 suck meter, definitely LA Guns going to do better. I'm going to predict this.
I mean, if all of the bands in Los Angeles are getting picked to play kickball, LA Guns is getting picked last. But there's no way that this is going to be worse than Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, there's no way. I don't think you could if you tried. The song that we're going to review today is LA Guns Diamonds. And I'm not a huge LA Guns fan. They had that Ballad of Jane, which was, if you revisit it, it's not didn't really hold up. It's okay, cheesy.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. If it was still on rotation, we would have accepted it in the zeitgeist by now, because there are cheesy songs, Motley Crue songs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
that are accepted because they've been on rotation for so many years.
They're good. They're good showmen.
Yeah.
They obviously they've been around for a long time.
I can't believe they're still around.
Versions of them, like there was like an LA Guns. There was like two fucking LA Guns for some reason.
Yeah, I believe so.
I wonder if this is A or B.
Skid Row does stuff like that too. There are a lot of bands do that where it's like, you got your age old, like, I'm the writer. No, I'm the writer. I'm the most important one. And then they'll have like, the name is copyrighted between people, so it's like, you shut the fuck up and go over there, put your own version of it, and we'll just cover each other's songs. And a lot of bands will do that. And I don't know which version this is. Whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't remember the last time LA Guns was relevant, and I'm not trying to talk shit. They're a big part of rock and roll history. Actually, Tracy Guns, who is the main cat that started LA Guns, originally got together with Axl Rose, and that's where the name Guns N' Roses comes from, because they were like the duo that originally started that. And then, of course, Axl Rose, being the shrewd businessman asshole that he is, he copyrighted the name immediately. That's why he was able to hold on to the name, even when he got rid of everybody else, and he's the only original member. A lot of bands will do that. I think Rich from Filter did that, and a lot of bands are just not. They're just like it's like Nike, and it's just the brand name, and you just are like, fucking Mr. Bungle did that. It's just Mike Patton. You know what I mean? And whoever the fuck's playing with him that day.
Ghost, same thing.
Yeah. A lot of people do that, so you just kind of incorporate. Anyway, we're going off the rails on it. So, Diamonds by LA Guns. Let's give it a listen.
All right.
Here we ho.
Don't suck.
Already sounds better than the Greta song.
It do.
Wrong turn 'cause you're missing the sign. Can't see from the tears in your eyes. Long talks but the voice isn't mine. You say it's really over.
Ooh, he's looking a bit old.
Me out again. I got no right to be upset. No, I don't.
I will never be able to get into putting the fucking name of the band on the kick drum.
No.
'Cause I know this time I'm the one to blame.
I wonder if he's got any range anymore.
Let's see.
Even though you think it's been a little too long, I promise I'll be the man you want today. No broken glass can't carry the weight,
This better be going somewhere.
but the broken glass can shine like a diamond. Yeah. I know we're broken, but we shine like a diamond now. I know we're broken, but we shine like a diamond. I know we're broken, but we shine like a diamond now.
Have you ever heard a song that like not the band, not the people themselves, but like the song itself kind of wishes it didn't exist?
Yeah.
That's what this sounds like to me. The song is just like, sorry guys, I'm gonna get in for 5 minutes and 40 fucking God.
Yeah.
But this song sounds like it just doesn't want to be there.
It
It's
sounds
kind of slow.
It sounds like a Suicide Note put to melody.
Oh man, this is not good.
Yeah, this is. I really. I thought after that belabored intro, it would kind of kick in, and it just went. He just went up a little higher,
Yeah.
and I don't know what I expected them to do, but it was like something. Fucking something.
I don't know what I thought that these guys could possibly pull off, but
I don't know where he was like, oh, and I was waiting for, and then he went low again.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I mean? Like
dynamically, this is just not working.
Yeah, it's pretty boring, and his eyes look so beat up, like they're really showing his age. Like maybe he should have put some sunglasses on, try to look cool. And
he looks like
that.
He's apologizing for what we're going through right now.
Yeah, he looks unthrilled to be at the video shoot. And you can tell the budget of the video because at one point his lips were out of sync when he was lip syncing, and I'm like, bro, you could have done another take. But he's like telepathically telling me like, yeah, we couldn't afford to.
I want to see him at the end of a line just kind of go,
no, sorry,
shining like a diamond.
Yeah, I feel like he's half doing that now.
Yeah, that's what he's doing it with his eyes.
Well, that's a bummer. It's good to see that they're still around, I guess. But let's get through this.
Oh God,
thing.
there's 3 minutes and 40 seconds of it left.
Let's do it.
I'm hoping there's like a storyline at the end, and this is like a 3-minute song at best. I don't think we're gonna look
like a
out
bridge,
there.
like a big bridge storytelling session.
Yeah.
Yes, hopefully.
Yeah, it's just gonna be them sitting around talking about how they're all tired.
Here we go. Shine bright like a diamond.
This song is 10 BPM too slow. This is actually kind of cool. All right.
Little Allison Cheney.
The rhythm section is not playing together right now.
See, they're playing slow.
Can a song itself
like
be on Quaaludes?
The BPMs are like, what, 100?
No,
and,
dude, that's like 80.
8?
That is way down there, man.
Like your standard BPM, beats per minute, is like 120. That's your standard song, typical song. This is and it's wanting to be dark, and it's wanting to, a lot of times when you slow down, it kind of gives it like an ominous, like sludgy, like, This just sounds like it's slow because they're old. You know what I mean? This sounds like they're just like, man. It just sounds like they're dragging ass, and it's boring.
They would have had to listen to this song 1,000 fucking times. Like I don't know if any of you watching know what it's like to record a record, but take a song that you kind of like, listen to it for 24 hours straight, wake up the next day, do it again, and then do it for a year. Yeah, and then the day after that, listen to half of it over and over and over
record
again.
It. Yeah. And then recording comps. You know what I mean? Like what people don't understand about the way you record something is like you'll sing it 20 times and you try to, if you have the budget, which most of us don't, but you'll get every word, the perfect inflection, the perfect everything, and then they auto-tune it and everything. Yeah. This is clearly not gone through that process.
Right. And they had to listen to this song that many fucking times, and no one sat around and said, maybe this is just a few BPM too slow.
Right. I think.
My God. And like the rhythm section is like, it's like they are on different fucking planets.
Yeah. Well, the bass player is following the guitar player, which is a big no-no. That's one of the things I hate about metal in general is the bass player thinks he's a guitar player, and then the drummer's out there by himself when that bass needs to be locking into the kick drum. But that's the problem I'm hearing as far as the bass player. He doesn't fucking know he's a bass player.
The Alice in Chainsy kind of part was actually kind of interesting because it went from what you expect from LA Guns, which is like dime store Motley Crue kind of
right,
that sort of deal, and then it fell flat because it was too fucking slow. Mm-hmm. So they've shot themselves in the foot here to what could have possibly been actually kind of a cool song, because I was digging where they were going with it. It was just like I was having to drag them with me instead of
like
them
let's get
taking me on a journey. Like, come on, guys.
And what people don't realize, one of the biggest things about when you play without a click, you naturally get a sense of what the part sounds like, and you'll slow down and speed up. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And there's an energy that each riff has. And you can do that, like if you listen to Pantera, Far Beyond Driven, right? Vulgar was recorded with a click, where Far Beyond Driven they didn't use a click, they didn't use a click as much because they wanted to be more loose for that exact reason, to be able to kind of speed up a little bit when there needed to be more energy in a part, and slow down and make it dirtier. You know what I mean? And that's the kind of feel that you lose when you play to a click. So when you hear this bridge, this Alice in Chainsy kind of bridge, and it's dirty, and the low BPMs are actually working for the song, when you change into the next part that needs to be a little faster to build up that energy to give it more impact, and you're just still going.
If you're gonna go slow, you better have like some nasty, dirty production going on that fills the space.
Right.
This
you better smooth, bring the balls.
Smooth and safe. If you want to know what I'm talking about, listen to the Soundgarden song 4th of July. That is a filthy, dirty fucking song. It's slower than this, I think, and all the space is filled up from the tones alone, so it doesn't have to be fast. Right. This song, the BPMs would work if and only if the production gave it enough weight, but it doesn't have that.
Yeah, this sounds self-produced to me. I'm hearing a lot of little tiny amateur bricks. I'm hearing
vocally.
That
vocally, doesn't bother me. I kind of like. I wish people would get away from the auto.
Well,
I'm fucking sick of it.
Right, and it's not necessarily that they're auto-tuned or the lack thereof. It's the lack of impact. He's actually, his lung support, when your lung support is lacking from age or drug use or alcoholism or smoking or whatever, or being disinterested in your own fucking song.
Kind of sounds like I'm going with column C.
I'm going with all of the above. Your breath is gonna lowball your notes and you're gonna go flat really easy. Like if you're too excited, you go sharp. If you're underexcited, you go flat. Just like shooting a basketball. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You
Yep.
overshoot,
Yep.
you hit the fucking backboard. You undershoot, and you hit the rim. So the same with notes, and that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing him probably in his headphones when he was recording this. He was cranked way the fuck up. They cranked his fucking reverb, so he sounded like he was resonating a lot more than he was, and he just under-delivered vocally.
He's not emoting.
That's what
either.
I'm hearing.
He's not emoting at all.
He's not emoting exactly, and that's what I'm hearing. I'm hearing a very low effort, uninterested, dispassionate delivery.
Like there's no like breath, at after the Cornell did this a lot, where like if he was singing something that was supposed to be slow and heartfelt, you would hear these sort of like after the line,
right?
And just to show that like there's something going on that
right.
he wants you to pay attention to. This guy's like, listen to it, don't listen to it. The song's about diamonds. Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah. And a lot of people don't. They don't appreciate these little tells.
But
like
they know when they're not there.
The like when when I hear perfect production, and I hear something that's recorded a little bit more organically, and you hear the pick scraping up against the ridges on the strings, and it's unintentional. It's just the way maybe he played it a little bit sloppy, or but it gives it that genuineness. So it's not this perfect fucking soulless machine, perfected thing. You know what I mean?
More visceral.
Right. I forget where I was going with that, but let's listen to the rest of this song. Get this fucking over with, yo. Is that his daughter?
Either that or the guitar player's rushing, I'm not sure. See, like that could have been super cool had there been some big fucking fat, like dirty chords in there, like heavy.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. It's a little naked for that speed that they're going. They definitely could have beefed up. You know what I mean? When you do a solo and the guitar drops out to take the lead, that empty space is really fucking noticeable.
Yeah.
And if you're slowing this, if your song is slowed down, it's going to be even more noticeable. So you want to beef that shit up. And they definitely, throughout this song, they could have used a heavier guitar sound if they were going to do what they've done.
Listen, guys, if you're going to do what you do, and I think you are, yeah, they should have made it heavier, point blank. This minute and 36 seconds is going to feel like 5.
Yep.
Let's just get it over with.
He's always lounging in a chair, maxing and relaxing with his foot up.
I know we broke, but we shine like a diamond now. I know we broke, but we shine like a diamond.
Another Illuminati sign there.
I know we broke, but we shine like a diamond now. I know we broke, but we shine like a diamond.
Hey, Dad, when you're done with band practice, can I get the car keys?
Broken, but we shine like a diamond.
Give me my vest back.
No, but we should.
What the hell just happened on the drums there? God, man. Boy, they mailed that shit in. Holy smokes.
Yeah.
The song itself was not bad for LA Guns. Seriously.
If a good band would have done the same song, it might have been okay. I still don't think it was very strong. There's another song that sounds just like it, and it's been killing me the entire time we've been listening to it.
It's times like these you learn to love again.
It's like the same exact hook.
That's probably multiple songs, but I can't.
That's going to
can't
drive me
figure it
crazy.
out.
I'll figure it out when I'm editing this video, I'm sure. On a scale of awesome, which is a 0, and 10, which is the ultimate in all that sucks.
Man,
What do you give it?
When you do this fucking shit for a living, and you have a song that the song doesn't suck. I mean, it sucks. It doesn't suck for LA Guns. They should have got into the studio and did a better fucking job.
Right.
That was absolute just fucking like.
It was mailed in.
Yeah, absolutely mailed in. I'm going with it. 10 sucks. That was shitty.
Yeah. I'm not far behind you. I'd give it a 9. That Greta song really lowered or highed the bar, depending on how you're looking at it, on what I think sucks. So LA Gun gets a 9 from me. All right.
Oh boy. Man, what a day.
Let me turn the camera off, take a nap, and do the end of this video.
Yeah, seriously.
Well, if you have any hate mail, please drop it in the comments. And if you have any suggestions of songs that you would like to hear us reviewing or reacting to, just let us know, and we may or may not do it. Thanks for watching. See you later.